Okay, we're back here with Larry Diomede, and yes, want to expand on the opposite commute, as Larry calls it, the interesting fact of Larry taking the commuters, the people who maybe work in the Wall Street, the lawyers, taking away from their posher suburbs, and then the people from the Bronx and Upper Manhattan, maybe, and Mount Vernon, whatever, coming up to clean these people's houses or watch their children. Can you expand on that point a little?
Reverse commute.
Sorry, reverse commute.
Yes, one time I was up in the New Canaan area. It's a little branch of the New Haven line, and it was Christmas time. It was 5:30 in the morning, and they brought all the commuters, which this is a little bit of an affluent community. They all brought desserts and cakes. They brought mimosas, brandy Alexanders, serving trays of all homemade goods. And they brought them all on the train. They decorated the vestibule with lighting, and they had a celebration at 5:30 a.m. going to Manhattan. And we played music, we danced, and we had so much fun. At the end of the ride, when we arrived in the Grand Central Terminal, lo and behold, they have a tray of cakes and breads and wines and liquors. They give it to the conductor, who happened to be me. Well, what am I going to do with all this product? It just so happens that same train turns on the same track in Grand Central Terminal and goes back to Stanford on a local train. Local trains tend to pick up more of your flavored communities. You have the Bronx, you have Westchester, and all the little stops in between, right up into Connecticut. So I told the folks, come to the third car, and I'm having a celebration. These are my passengers for years now. I says, come to the third car, we'll have some cake and coffee for Christmas. So all the people, they start talking to me, where did you get this cake from? Oh, it came from the passengers from New Canaan. Oh, that's where we're going. We work for those people. We work for those people. We help raise their children. Matter of fact, we know their children a lot better than they do.
Yes, I would imagine. I would imagine this is so the typical nanny who knows the children, raise a child, and quite funny. So you were having their celebratory drinks with the workers for them, and they probably didn't get much of that working in their houses, did they?
No, actually, the people coming down, the New Canaan people, they're very nice people. You just have to get past the walls. You know, being a customer service, I know how to break down people to a little bit more of a human side. I mean, we all have it, but sometimes you just have to chip away. There's a front, there's a strength that they maintain. You get down to down to the people in New York, they're open like a flower. The flower's open before you even approach them. So that's a big difference. But basically, there's layers, you know, and the commute allows you to have some time. You have 3 minutes between each stop. You get people coming on, getting off. So you have a little envelope of time. So you don't do it. It's like an onion. You only have 3 or 4 minutes or 15 minutes, and then they get off, and then you see them the next day. So you don't have to, like, open the flower so hard that people are giving you information they don't want to give you. I know these people for months and years, and I know them pretty well, and I think they know me pretty well.
Yeah, I mean, 26 years, you've seen people go probably from first day of the job to retirement.
That's true. Now, a lot of people, they don't see me. I disappear. I change locations where I work, and then I'll see them 5 years later. And it's like, it's a world that I guess is very precious to me, because there's this kindness and there's generous. I would say about 20 years ago, I got my first harmonica. It was gifted to me from a passenger. That's probably 20 years ago. And recently, I got bumped and it fell on the tracks and got damaged. And another passenger gave me another harmonica. He had this when he was in Germany, and it was in his drawer since 1950s. And he gave it to me.
Okay, I'm just going to cut you off at that point, and I'm going to return with part 3 of this interview. It's getting very interesting, talking about the commuter railroads in New York.